Hey guys, welcome back. I found a recipe for making your own stencil paste, so I'm gonna try this out. You're supposed to use baking soda. I don't have a measuring spoon. I don't know what I did with them. So I'm just gonna take a couple of scoops here. And you're supposed to use acrylic paint. Now I'm gonna make mine colored. I need just a little bit more. I'm just going to use this craft stick to stir it around because you want it to be a certain type of thickness. Although you can have it more runny or more thick depending on what you want. Oop. Didn't realize that the color from my stick was coming off. Okay. Maybe I'll just use my palette knife to stir that up with. Okay, I want maybe a little bit more baking soda. That might be too much, but we'll figure it out. Yeah. Yeah, that's a little thicker than what I was wanting it to be. Okay. Okay. It's kind of trial and error. But you are supposed to be able to add sand and stuff and like make your own grit paste. Oh, that's a good consistency. Very smooth. Okay. So we're going to try this out. I'd say right now the consistency is more like stencil butter rather than paste. Okay. I'm just using a paper plate because I didn't have a bowl or anything. Alright, so I got a stencil here and just a piece of craft cardstock so you could probably see it. You're supposed to be able to store this for a few days. I don't have it pushed completely down, so I may have some spots that have spread underneath, but if you had a repositionable spray adhesive to hold your stencil down, like pixie spray or whatever it's called, that'd probably work pretty good. Oh, not too bad, and it gives a pretty nice texture, if you can see that. Alrighty. Now, I just so happen to have some craft sand here, and I did it in the gray because I thought if I could add that, then I might make my own grit paste. Just for some texture, kind of like, what is it called? The Crypt one from Tim Holtz. I don't have any to compare it with, but alright. Okay, so I'm gonna put it on here. Oops, I just stabbed right through that larger hole. I have modeling paste, but it's the Liquitex brand in the squeezy bottle, but I can't, I have the hardest time getting that out of the bottle because of the squeezing. So I thought maybe if I just made my own as I needed it, then I could use whatever color I wanted. Just mix it up on a paper plate. And if I wanted white, I've got plenty of white acrylic paint. Now, I don't know if like the Tim Holtz paint would work. Probably would if you weren't keeping it, you know, like storing it, because, you know, once it dries, it's permanent. So, it might be alright if you're just oh yeah, definitely. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it does definitely give it some texture. Very nice. And I don't know what it'll be like when it dries. I'll have to do a comparison. But yeah, just the baking soda is all you need. I got this craft sand at the thrift store, so I don't know if you can find that. It says Sandtastic.com, so maybe they still make it. I don't know. But I got it at the thrift store for $1. But it's also a very cheap alternative if you have baking soda and paint already. So you don't have to purchase anything extra. I am going to clean that off though real quick. Yeah, I wanted to try it out to see if I could make my own like grit paste and whatnot, and it looks like I can pretty well. So that is a pretty good idea, I think. Definitely money saving if you already have baking soda and acrylic paint in your stash. You won't have to go and purchase any. But if you have to purchase everything separately and you wanted to make the grit paste, I would say probably just to go ahead and purchase the grit paste, because you'll end up spending the same amount of money to make your own. However, that large thing of baking soda was only $3 at the dollar store. Yeah, and it cleans off the stencil pretty nicely. I didn't want to use one of my Tim Holtz stencils just in case it ruined it. Okay. So use one that I didn't care that much about whether it got ruined or not. But yeah, so it cleans off nicely and it's a good consistency, not super thick, although you can make it as thick as you want to and as thin as you want to. And color it all different colors. But I'm gonna try hitting this with my heat tool to see how it dries. I have to do it off camera. I would imagine that if you added Elmer's glue to it, the white glue, that it would create a crackle effect. Oh, nice and dry. Look at that. Don't know if you can see the dimension there, but that's nice. Yeah, definitely happy with that, and I think definitely a good idea. I really like the grit paste, the homemade grit paste one, because it does give a nice texture to it. But yeah, if you add it, because you can do crackle with glue, white glue, crackle effects, so you might be able to add glue to it and do a crackle effect with your stencil paste. I would have to test that out. I don't know exactly if it would work. But I just wanted to come on here and show you how to make inexpensive texture paste if you guys didn't have any. Put that back over there. But I will keep this. I'll cut it down and then I can use it for a different project or something in a journal or whatnot. But yeah, that's a very happy find. I can't remember what channel I was watching and saw the recipe for it, but I will put it in the description box if I can find it. Okay, just cut those down a little bit. And I can use them on projects or whatnot. Alrighty, so I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys back here again soon. Bye!